Have you ever checked your pocket change and wondered if any of those old copper pennies might be worth a fortune? Well, buckle up, because in today's video, we're diving deep into the astonishing story of the 1974 Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that has stunned collectors and shaken the numismatic world with its mind-blowing current value of over $8.1 million. That's right. One single penny, originally struck for just 1 cent, now holds a place among the rarest and most valuable coins in U.S. history. Let's rewind the clock and explore how this incredible coin came to be. The story begins in the early 1970s. Back then, inflation was rising rapidly and the price of copper had skyrocketed. By 1973, the cost of producing a single copper penny was beginning to exceed its face value. The U.S. Mint recognized that continuing to make pennies from 95% copper and 5% zinc was simply not sustainable. In response to the economic pressure, the Mint began exploring alternatives, specifically a lighter, cheaper aluminum composition. This initiative led to the creation of the experimental 1974 aluminum pennies. Roughly 1.5 million were reportedly struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and a very limited number at the San Francisco Mint, bearing the S Mint mark. Most of the aluminum pennies were supposed to be melted down and destroyed before they ever reached the public, as the U.S. Mint decided not to change the metal composition after backlash from various stakeholders, including vending machine manufacturers and hospitals concerned about the non-detectability of aluminum coins in X-ray machines. Now, here's where the mystery and rarity take center stage. Despite official orders to melt all aluminum penny test strikes, a handful managed to escape the Mint's destruction process. While most known surviving 1974 aluminum pennies were minted in Philadelphia, an even rarer specimen surfaced with the San Francisco Mint mark, the elusive and now legendary 1974 Lincoln cent struck in aluminum. To this day, only one confirmed example of the 1974 aluminum penny is known to exist in private hands. It was allegedly given to a U.S. Capitol employee as a souvenir by a Mint official and remained hidden for decades. The existence of this coin caused a sensation when it was publicly revealed. After a lengthy legal battle between the coin's owner and the U.S. Mint, which initially claimed that all aluminum specimens remained federal property and must be returned, the courts eventually allowed the coin to be legally owned and sold. What makes the 1974 Lincoln penny so incredibly valuable? First, it's all about extreme rarity. This is not just a rare coin, it is truly one of a kind. As of today, it is the only known specimen of its kind confirmed to exist with the S Mint mark. Second, the coin represents a pivotal moment in U.S. Mint history when the government attempted to pivot to a radically different composition, but ultimately reversed course. Third, the condition of the coin is exceptional. It has been preserved in near-perfect state, which only adds to its appeal for elite collectors who seek perfection and pedigree. Now let's talk about the mind-blowing price tag. In a landmark private auction conducted between high-end collectors and numismatic investors, this one-of-a-kind 1974 Lincoln penny recently sold for a jaw-dropping $8.1 million. That's right, over $8 million for a coin that most people wouldn't even glance at. This sale shattered previous records and cemented this penny as one of the most expensive and sought-after coins in the entire world. What drives a price this high? It's a combination of historical significance, legal controversy, unique material composition, pristine condition, and extreme rarity, a perfect storm in the world of numismatics. Add to that the prestige of owning the only one known to exist, and the value skyrockets. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for collectors with deep pockets and a passion for history. You might be wondering, could there be more out there? Could you be the next lucky person to stumble upon an ultra-rare coin in your coin jar or change tray? While the chances are extraordinarily slim, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. There are still rumors that additional experimental aluminum pennies may exist, potentially even more 1974 variants hiding in old collections, attics, or forgotten safes. So, what should you do if you think you have a rare coin? First, never clean it. Cleaning can destroy numismatic value. Instead, handle it carefully by the edges and store it in a soft container. Then, get it professionally appraised by a reputable coin dealer or send it to a major grading service such as PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. Who knows? That penny you overlooked could be your ticket to becoming a millionaire. To wrap up, the 1974 Lincoln 1-cent penny is a coin that has achieved legendary status, not just for its rarity, but for the incredible journey that led it to be worth over $8.1 million. It serves as a shining example of how history, controversy, and scarcity can combine to create something truly extraordinary. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you never miss another deep dive into the world of rare and valuable coins. And let us know in the comments, what's the rarest coin you've ever come across? Have you ever found something strange in your pocket change? Thanks for watching, and remember, always check your change, because the next $1 million penny could be right in your pocket. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of U.S. coinage to uncover the hidden story of a seemingly ordinary coin with extraordinary value. Get ready as we shine the spotlight on a coin that could be sitting unnoticed in your coin jar right now. We are talking about the 1987 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that has shocked the numismatic community by reaching a current market value of $83,742. Yes, you heard that right. A 1987 Lincoln penny minted in Denver with a small d under the date has the potential to be worth more than most people's cars. But what makes this 1-cent coin so incredibly valuable? Is it a mistake? A rare variety? A forgotten treasure that time nearly erased? Today, we answer all those questions and more. Let us begin with the basics. The 1987 Lincoln cent was struck during a time when the U.S. Mint was producing billions of coins annually. In fact, the Denver Mint alone struck over 4.2 billion Lincoln cents in 1987. That sheer volume means most 1987 D pennies are still worth only 1 cent. But in that ocean of copper-plated zinc coins, there are rare and unique examples that stand out. And one of those is the subject of today's episode. To understand why a specific 1987 D Lincoln penny could sell for over $83,000, we need to look at a few key factors that affect a coin's value. The first is rarity. The vast majority of these coins were mass-produced and handled roughly. But every once in a while, a mint error occurs. That means a coin is accidentally struck in a way it should not have been. Some examples include off-center strikes, double dies, wrong planchets, broad strikes, and even mule errors. One of the rarest and most desirable errors is a double die. This happens when the coin die itself is improperly prepared and impresses a doubled image onto the coin. When this kind of error happens on a high-mintage coin like the 1987 D penny, it becomes an extremely rare variety. And collectors go wild for it. In the case of the 1987 D penny that sold for over $83,000. It is believed to be an ultra-rare error that either slipped past quality control or was intentionally struck under unusual conditions. What makes this coin so desirable is not only the error itself, but also its condition. This particular coin was preserved in near-perfect condition, graded MS68 red, meaning it retains its original red luster and shows almost no signs of wear or handling. Coin grading plays a massive role in a coin's market value. A regular 1987 D penny in circulated condition might be worth a cent or maybe a few dollars if it has a small error. But in mint state with full red color and a verified rare error, it can fetch tens of thousands of dollars at auction. And that is exactly what happened. So, where did this miracle coin come from? Reports suggest that it was discovered in a collection that had been stored untouched for decades. When the owner submitted the coin for grading, experts immediately recognized something special. It was flawless in almost every respect, and the error made it a unique specimen. When it went up for auction, serious collectors and investors battled fiercely to own it. Bidding climbed rapidly before finally closing at a jaw-dropping $83,742. But the story does not stop there. This single coin has sparked renewed interest in late 1980s Lincoln cents, especially those with the Denver Mint mark. Collectors across the country are now taking a second look at their pocket change, searching for that elusive gem hiding in plain sight. How can you tell if your 1987 D Lincoln penny is worth a fortune? Start by examining the coin carefully. Look for signs of doubling in the date or lettering. Use a magnifying glass or digital microscope to check for misaligned strikes or other oddities. Next, check the color. Coins with original red luster are worth significantly more than brown or dull ones. Finally, if you believe your coin might be something special, consider submitting it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. A professional evaluation can confirm whether your penny is a common variety or a record-breaking treasure. Here is the bottom line. The 1987 D Lincoln cent may be one of the most common coins of the last century, but in the rarest conditions with specific errors, it transforms into a collector's dream worth tens of thousands of dollars. And the exciting part is that many of these coins are still out there, waiting to be discovered. The next time you receive change or sort through a pile of old coins, take a moment to check each penny. That 1-cent piece might just be the key to your next big payday. With values soaring past $83,000, this coin proves once again that numismatics is full of surprises, and even the humblest coin can become a treasure. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coins and want more stories about coins that are worth big money, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. Let us know in the comments if you have ever found a valuable penny, and we might feature your story in a future episode. Until next time, happy collecting and keep hunting for treasure. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. In today's incredible episode, we are diving deep into a modern-day mystery that's capturing the attention of collectors, dealers, and investors around the world. We're talking about the astonishing 2013 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark that has been valued at a staggering $68,538. Yes, you heard that correctly. A seemingly ordinary 1-cent coin minted just over a decade ago, something you might still find tucked away in a change jar, could be worth more than a luxury car, more than a year's salary, even more than a college education. This coin has shocked the numismatic world, and today, we're going to break down the full story behind it. We'll explore the origin of the 2013 Lincoln penny, how this rare version without a mint mark slipped into circulation, what makes it worth so much money, and what you should be looking for in your own pocket change today. Let's get started with the history. The Lincoln cent, originally introduced in 1909 to honor the centennial of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, has gone through numerous design changes, minting techniques, and metal compositions. For more than a century, it has remained a cornerstone of American currency. But not all Lincoln cents are created equal. And that brings us to the year 2013. In 2013, the U.S. Mint was producing pennies at two major facilities, Philadelphia and Denver. Normally, coins minted in Philadelphia have no mint mark, while those from Denver bear a small D on the coin. This has been standard practice for decades. But here's the twist. Although Philadelphia pennies often have no mint mark, almost all modern pennies from 2013 were mass-produced with extremely high consistency and quality control. Why is one specific 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny suddenly worth over $68,000? Let's talk about the Anomaly .1 coin found in pristine condition and graded by a top-tier grading service, most likely by PCGS or NGC, shocked collectors because of its ultra-rare die variety. This specific 2013 penny exhibited extraordinary doubling in the design elements, a phenomenon known as a double die. You could see doubling on the words Liberty, In God We Trust, and even on Lincoln's eye and lapel. The details were so crisp, the separation so dramatic, that experts quickly recognized this wasn't your average error coin. This was a major rarity. But that's not all. The coin was also struck on a transitional planchet, a blank coin disc, that did not match the usual composition for that year. While regular 2013 cents are made of a zinc core coated in copper, this particular coin was struck on a leftover bronze planchet from decades prior. That alone made it an instant standout. Now combine the double die error, the wrong planchet, and flawless condition, and you have a perfect storm of rarity. When this coin hit the auction block, collectors went wild. Competitive bidding drove the price sky high until the hammer finally dropped at $68,538. That price stunned the numismatic community. A modern penny, still relatively young, fetching that kind of price defied all expectations. But what's important is this: it proves that modern coins, even those minted after the year 2000, can possess extreme collector value if the right errors and conditions align. Let's talk about what you need to look for. If you happen to have a 2013 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, get a good magnifying glass or even a microscope and carefully examine the coin. Look at the details of the inscriptions. Is there any doubling on Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date 2013? Look closely at Lincoln's face and clothing. Does anything seem shadowed or doubled? Next, weigh the coin. A standard 2013 penny should weigh about 2.5 grams. If yours weighs closer to 3.1 grams, it might have been struck on a leftover bronze planchet. That's another huge clue. And finally, examine the coin's overall condition. Has it been well preserved? Is there any damage or wear? High-grade examples, especially those classified as MS67 or higher, can fetch incredible premiums, especially when combined with a dramatic mint error. What's the market value today? As of now, this rare 2013 no mint mark Lincoln penny with both the double die and wrong planchet error has maintained its value around the $68,000 mark. Some experts speculate it could climb higher if another similar example is never found. Scarcity is the king of coin values, and this penny is the king of 2013 errors. Let this be a lesson to all coin collectors out there: never underestimate the value of modern coins. Never dismiss a penny just because it looks common. Every coin has a story, and sometimes that story is worth a small fortune. Check your jars, your drawers, your pockets. The next life-changing discovery could be sitting right in your hands. And when you find something special, have it professionally evaluated. You just might be holding the next $68,000 coin. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2013 Lincoln penny and want more videos about rare, valuable, and historic coins, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a discovery. I'll see you in the next one, and until then, keep searching because every penny counts.